If you are a busy woman, whether you're juggling motherhood or meetings or everything in between, you may not have hours to create a flower petal bath or an intricate goddess ritual every time you want to shift into your feminine energy. And that's okay. It doesn't actually take hours, it takes moments. Instantly shift into your radiant, soft, feminine goddess energy, and then to amplify that and radiate that every single day. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to shift into your feminine energy, no matter how busy you are, no matter what you're juggling, no matter how full your life is, and to feel like the goddess that you were meant to every moment of every day. Welcome. My name is Sama Kral. I'm your divine feminine mentor, goddess guide, author of the books Goddess Reclaimed and Manifest Soulmate Love. And since 2012, I have been helping women like yourself to be and have it all from your divine feminine with and as goddess. If that is something you would love, then be sure to come visit me on my website, flourishinggoddess.com, where you'll get started when you sign up to my email list with your Awakening Your Inner Goddesses meditation to feel like the goddess every day and flourish in every way. Okay, the number one thing that has shifted everything for me, helps me and my clients to feel like goddesses every day, whether we are career women, mothers, business women, like all the roles that we play, is what I have created in my life as goddess transition rituals. So I'm going to share with you what this means and practical ways that you can apply this, whether you want to call them tiny daily micro habits to increase your feminine energy. These are really practical ways for you to shift from all the things you're doing and juggling with every single day. So what is a goddess transition ritual? In our everyday, we are, switching from mama mode maybe to working, to cooking, right, to home, domestic. Like there's the goddess Isis behind me. She's in my book, Goddess Reclaimed. The last goddess that you meet is the one that represents what we are as women. Goddess of 10,000 names, right? The goddesses in their ultimate forms are us, women, multidimensional, multifaceted, and able to gracefully inhabit and not just play these roles, not just juggle everything in our lives, but to flow and to shape shift, right? As mama, as high priestess, as career woman, businesswoman, lover, creatress, leader, all these different roles. And what anchors us into the feminine is goddess transition rituals. And what this looks like in your day-to-day is that you have simple, beautiful ways that connect you to your divine feminine, to your inner goddess. And I have many, and they're simple, and I'm going to share with you 3 specific ways that you can incorporate goddess transition rituals. So this is like the in-between things. In our day, right, like you wake up, you could just get up and you have your checklist and you're going to go, and you just want to check everything off. And this masculine society makes us feel like, we've had a good day if it's been a productive day, if we achieved things, if we checked things off the list, if we accomplished what we were set up to, or if we, especially as women who hold so much, if we just made it through the day, with some grace. Right, and had some time for a little self-care, whether it was a cup of tea or a bath at the end of the day. But I want you to feel like goddess every moment, right? I know if I can do this, if I've come from lines of sacrifice and martyrdom of the feminine and overgiving to create my day-to-day from nourishment and flow and grace and bliss, this is the way that I want for you. This is what my clients and I experience. So these goddess transitions are like taking intentional, conscious moments. It can be as little as a minute for a ritual, a simple practice that is your cue of that transition. As an example, one practice is scent, right? So let's say we take scent. I love to work with scent every day because the goddess, the divine feminine, is sensual. Right? How we can be in our feminine energy, one way is to be in your body, in your senses. I have a video called Micro Habits to Increase and Feel Your Feminine Energy. I'll link that in the description for you. I highly recommend you watch that if you want more tangible, practical day-to-day tips. But the feminine energy is very sensual. So when we're in between things, one ritual that we can use is scent. And what we want to do, scent is associated with memory, and rituals, the more we practice them, they become associations. So they tell your subconscious mind, they signal to your soul, your feminine, your body, your nervous system that I'm softening, I'm slowing down. It's safe for me to take this moment to reset, to recenter, to awaken my inner goddess. Scent is just one way. It's just one tip I'm giving you right here that's really practical and hopefully easy. 3 scents that I could recommend that like I go through my day. Rose in the morning or anytime I want to I'm getting ready or meditating. I work with many oils and scents, by the way, but let's just say, all right, rose, and then you have like orange for your workday, where you want to feel bright and confident and full of energy and vitality and abundance and motivated, right, and inspired. And then the evening, let's say you're sleeping, and for rest time, it's lavender. That's just one example, but it's more about how you're working with these rituals. So, as an example, I create my own goddess mists and elixirs, and I have different one. There's Radiant Goddess that has rose and floral waters and oils that when I spray it in the morning, it's like I'm awakening the Radiant Goddess. Then when I meditate, I light incense. That's the only time I'm lighting my incense, usually in spiritual rituals, so that's the signal that even though it takes 1 minute, the cue is I'm connecting with my feminine intuition, my higher self, my soul, right? I have a scent for that called Divine Goddess Elixir. And then when I'm making a video like this or with my clients leading a program, I have High Priestess Aura Mist, and it has different scents. So these different scents are different associations, and they're telling my not just my senses, but my soul, my mind, my subconscious, that I'm in goddess mode, I'm in high priestess mode, I'm in mystic mode. In my last video, I shared the 9 archetypes that we all have. And as women, every day we're flowing through these archetypes, and we can do them in a way that's like haphazard and chaotic, or we do them in a way that's really intentional and embodied and empowering. The other way is through your clothing. Okay, so I'm getting very practical here. And what I mean by this is when I sleep, I'm in this transition. I've been with like motherhood. I love my mom PJs. My actual mother gives us at every occasion. She gives us the best, softest pajamas, right? So I love when I wear them. I just feel so soft and cozy. Or I wear really nice satiny, silky slips. That's like what I buy for myself. But I'm wearing that, and then when I'm waking up in the morning, every morning I'm with my son, so I work about 3 afternoons a week. And that's my mama time. We have really slow, relishing mornings, and I'm playing. So I may switch from my maiden, like let's say I'm wearing my slip, into a robe, or if like we're going to be playing a lot, then maybe some athleisure wear, right? But then that signals to me, okay, I'm coming out of my night rest mode into my playfulness, but still comfortable. When I'm working, even when I'm working behind the scenes, like let's say, reviewing the edits of this video, I will switch into a priestessy dress. That's what I wear for my work, right? So like, let's say for your work, you're wearing more like businessy clothes. Those switches can help you to know that I'm shifting into this goddess now, my career goddess, my creatress goddess, my mother goddess. And then when, let's say, you finish work, I will always switch into something soft and comfortable, or like, if that's workout time, then workout clothes. But when the day is complete with even like the workout part, then I'm slipping into a robe. This robe is my evening. I have many robes, and that's like my signal that it's rest time, it's leisure time, it's sensual time, it's soft time, right? So that's one thing, is like, what are the things that you wear throughout the day where when you wear that, when you switch, it puts you in that mode, right? Really easily. And you're shifting in these sacred roles. The third is movement. So movement is like stretching, dancing in between. A really quick way, the transition is, let's say you're going from, your morning breakfast, and you're commuting to your work, or you're sitting at your desk for your work. Before that, you do a little goddess dance. You do a couple rounds of sun salutation, some yoga postures, some stretching, and you incorporate different movements. So like when I finish work, I'm gonna, depending on the mood I'm in or how I want to embody my feminine energy, before I go down, this is my office temple, I'm going to move my body in a way where I'm awakening a different goddess energy, right? And then there's like even micro goddess rituals. Like, let's say you've got an email, then you got to go to a meeting at work, and there's just like the things in between. Between each task, you take a moment, whether it's 1 minute, whether it's 5 minutes. The goddesses, the rituals that we want to do are really about being sensual, right? Feminine energy is very sensual. There's many other aspects of feminine energy, but in a tangible, practical, instant way to shift into your feminine energy, what's most helpful to us as women are these physical things. So I just given 3 examples, like with the movement and the scent and the clothing, but I want you to write down in the comments 3 specific ways that you are going to incorporate instant goddess shifts or goddess transition rituals for yourself. So there are little ways that we can incorporate the sensual, make it sacred, and feel like a goddess again. These little transitions throughout the day. And one way that I would love for you to do this is please be sure to come to flourishinggoddess.com to sign up for your free meditation, so that meditation is going to guide you through awakening 21 divine feminine gifts in yourself. If you can give yourself that time every day, that would be so beautiful. I have free affirmations and meditations here on my channel as well, but I also give you other tools and surprise gifts when you're in my email list that are going to help you to anchor and awaken and activate your divine feminine gifts, and then love and abundance and success and opportunities from your feminine. So please be sure to get that as well. And yeah, let's work with these goddess transitions, right? There's simple ways that you incorporate pleasure, right? Even at work, you can touch a crystal, you can listen to music, you can just take a minute to not just have water, but like put some fruit in your water, right? And like you're just taking that moment to make it a little extra, a little more goddessy, adding that goddess magic, that goddess touch, that goddess beauty around your sight, your touch, taste, smell, sound, like all of your senses. The more you can do that, right? So I hope that this inspires you, and I want to hear, how are you going to incorporate these mini goddess transition rituals? Maybe you have totally different ideas. I've just shared a few of the many different ways that I do this, but the overall theme here, beloved, is incorporate goddess transition rituals between the things, between the roles. As you're shape shifting from, momming to creating to working to cooking to receiving to enjoying to relishing, right? Like all of it, we get to be and have it all from our feminine. That there's these mini little breaks, whether through movement, whether the signal of what you're wearing, whether it's scent, whether it's food, sound, that it's a signal. Even with sound, like that's another bonus tip for you, right? Like I listen to certain music when I'm meditating, and when I'm making, my husband mainly cooks very lucky, he's a very gourmet cook. But when I am cooking, we have different ways. He's really efficient. He can whip out an amazing meal within half an hour. I take an hour and a half. That's one of the reasons he prefers to cook, because I take my time and I make it a ritual. But I'm also playing music in the background. I love bringing music into the daily transitions as well. There's so many ways, but the keys are the transition, and then in a really sensory way, because the goddess comes alive through our senses and through the pleasure, the tangible, physical pleasure of seeing, of tasting, of smelling, of taking in the beauty of life. So I hope this served you, and I would love to hear in the comments which one of these tips you're going to apply to shift into your feminine, right? So that no matter how busy you are, no matter how full your life is, you gift yourself these moments. And let me tell you, when you incorporate these, your life becomes your day to day. You become more present, more appreciative. You enjoy the in betweens. Some of my clients, they have really high powered jobs. They're high achieving, high performing women, and that's amazing. And what they love about working with me is that they actually get to do and have it all, but with pleasure. And even if their job's a little stressful, even if mothering is stressful, by incorporating these pleasure rituals, these little mini goddess rituals and transitions, it infuses peace and softness and joy and lightness and beauty into whatever they're doing next. So that's what I offer you. I want you to love and appreciate and relish and enjoy every part of your life and every role that you're so blessed to inhabit and lead in your life. Okay, goddess, I hope this served you. I look forward to your comments. And again, come on over to flourishinggoddess.com to receive your free Awaken Your Inner Goddesses meditation and more gifts from me when you sign up to my email list and become an Insider Goddess Queen. And there are many more videos here I'll leave in the description for you that I would recommend for you to continue to awaken your inner goddess every single day. Namaste.